During this fast-paced era in which we are currently living, there are many people who don't have the patience to sit down and watch a movie. There are just too many things on their agenda to waste time sitting in front of a screen. When the plot breaks, they get bored and end up falling asleep after a few minutes, an excuse to rest after a long and busy day. Can you imagine which zodiac signs would be in this position? Watch on and find out. Number 1. Aries. Aries is a perfect example of those who can't sit still for a second. They spend all day doing 1,000 activities and feel very anxious about sitting and watching movies. They usually put them on at bedtime as something to play in the background while they fall asleep. They don't even last 5 minutes watching a film. Of course, their partners and friends are constantly complaining about these incidents, but they'll never get Aries to change their ways. Number 2. Gemini. Gemini's attention span is very limited. They cannot focus on one thing for very long. That's why they are the kings of multitasking, juggling many things simultaneously and spending their precious energy on each of them. Then, when it's time to watch a movie, they'll be looking at their phone screen or thinking about their next business to tackle. When they least expect it, they'll fall asleep soundly without even noticing what the plot is about. Number 3. Sagittarius. These signs need the outdoors, adventure, hanging out with their friends and laughing their heads off without being criticized. Thus, sitting down and watching a movie seems like a very boring task to them. And much worse if it is in a movie theater where everyone else hushes them at the slightest noise. So, of course, they end up falling asleep at some point, waiting for the movie to end so they can go out for a drink and roam freely around the area. Number 4. Virgo. Virgo does not make time to relax and enjoy themselves. Watching a movie falls into the category of activities whose purpose is merely recreational. Therefore, they avoid it at all costs, and when they are forced to do so, they find it hard to engage in the plot or bond with the characters. They know it's all acted and they can't help it. Virgos fall asleep quickly and don't regret doing it. When they realize it's over, they are glad so they can go on with their lives. Number 5. Capricorn. Capricorn tries very hard to appreciate movies. When friends invite them, they accept openly, but deep down they struggle to be entertained by this type of experience. They do their best to follow the exploits of the main characters and to abhor the evildoers, but they simply can't emphasize with these storylines. As a result, they gradually fall asleep even though they resist with all their might. But of course, they will to conceal it in front of their peers.